What are you hopeful for?
I am hopeful that we catch on that the future depends on us. We have got to figure out our own attitudes on this. I recall, when this pandemic started, and we were probably a couple of months into we'll call it the shutdown, right? And I remember a newspaper gave me a call. The local newspaper called me, and if you remember back then, it's like, oh my goodness, can we make it through another month or another 2 months? Because there's no way that we can economically survive this if we're shut down for another month or two. And he asks me, so what do you think, Wade? Do you think this is going to last beyond May? Because the news is it's always about the crises. It's always creating the crisis, and I said, yes, it's a pandemic. So you think it's gonna go beyond May? I said, yeah. Well, how long do you think it's gonna last? Like if we're through this in 18 to 24 months, then I'm gonna call us lucky. It's a pandemic. So it's going to be longer than 2 months. Yes, it is. I'm looking back. I'm like, look, we got to remember history, right? The last pandemic was, it was 4 years before people were sitting next to each other in church and feeling good about it. And what's the lesson learned? The lesson learned is that stuff's going to happen. It's a pandemic today. What's going to be tomorrow? The economy, we got to choose our attitudes, because even though we may have some global things going on today, every single person has stuff going on in their lives. And we've got to recognize that stuff happens. Stuff is happening in good times, bad times. We have stuff going on every single day. We have family crises. We have individual crises, personal crises, financial, emotional, family. We don't know what's going on in everybody's lives. And all we can do is control what we can control. And that's it. That's got to be your life motto. When we have 4 kids under the age of 5, that we raised, that's what we had to figure out. And so 2022, that's what we figured out, hopefully figured out over the last 2 years. Control what you can control, and have a good year, because there's plenty to be happy about.
Yeah, make the decision, right? Choose the attitude. And I love the commentary too about looking back at history. I don't think we always do a very good job of looking backward, and not for the sake of getting stuck backwards, but I always think there's a lot of hope when you look back and you remember there really isn't anything new under the sun, right? Details change, timelines are different, certain things are a little bit different, but we have our society, our culture, our world has survived these things, and we have come out on the other side, changed, but we have come out on the other side.